Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Roleplay. I know very little about it, I should say. I'll have to get the charger for that. But I know Cuoco is in it. Who, I don't know if Kaley's been in a couple of videos of mine. She's my daughter, my 15-year-old daughter. I know, I look too young to have a 15-year-old daughter. I had a kid when I was 5, I get it, you know, whatever. But her name is Kaley, named after Cuoco. We used to watch How I Met Your Mother. She was Penny in the character. Anyway, I digress. Emma, who I assume is Kaley, has a wonderful husband and 2 kids in the suburbs in New Jersey, which is just a couple of states away. She also has a secret as an assassin for hire. No way. And a secret that her husband David discovers when the couple decide to spice up their marriage with a little role play. Sounds fun. I do like that. You know what I mean? I'm laughing out loud at that. I like Cuoco, and I know David Oyelowo, Lolo, I don't know his name. I know him. Obviously, I'm sorry for butchering your name. Connie Nielsen is also in it. And that's about it. Here's the thing. It's on Amazon Prime, which is fantastic, right? For full free if you have Amazon Prime. It is only 5.4 at IMDb. 5,996 people rated so far. You know, I don't know, hour and 40 minutes long. Let's check it out. How bad can it be? I appreciate, you know, I subscribe to Amazon. I think a lot of people do. Amazon Prime, right? So you get the Prime videos. And so I always appreciate this, that it comes directly to us. This is a benefit that we paid $70 to $100, whatever it is, every year for the free 2-day shipping, what doesn't happen anymore. Well, we got these movies, right? So let's see if it's worth it, right? All right, stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Role Play, and interesting movie. I feel like I'm losing my voice again, but you know, I think it's not an original concept, you know, to be honest with you. You know, somebody's a hired assassin who's married in a family and the family doesn't know it. I think we've seen that a couple of different times, but it's a different take in a sense. First of all, female being the assassin, that's cool. And the beginning of the movie, like, there's not a lot of assassinating in the movie, to be honest with you, you know. There's a scene in the beginning that kind of sets it up, but other than that, it's just like, no. But anyway, I also thought, like, the first half of the movie, I had to look it up because I was like, I thought maybe this would be a comedy, you know. It led me to be, you know, I just thought that. Because the first half was really more of a serious tone and not a comedy. And I was like, okay, maybe it's a dark comedy. No, it does interject a little bit more humor later on in the movie. But at first I was just like, maybe it's not supposed to be like this. It's an action movie. You know, mystery kind of thing. But I apologize. But really, then they do it. So, you know, it's kind of like the plot says. Cuoco is, her character is an assassin for hire who happens to be married with a family. And so they, you know, she's trying to keep things going well. And they do this role play thing. Role play as in they go to like a bar and pretend they don't know each other. One thing leads to another, and part of her job kind of interferes with that, not a role play, but that date night kind of thing. And so, you know, it's not obvious at this point, but it, you know, the husband can start putting things together, like what is going on. And now, of course, you know, the people who are involved in the assassin world with her character are like coming out of the woodwork in a sense. I won't give you all the details, but you get it, right? So they're starting to, you know, kind of figure things out a little bit. Now she's trying to protect everything, including his family, so on and so forth. So it felt quick. Not a lot of depth. You know, like, I'll give you an example. There is, like I said, people who are in the assassin world come out of the woodwork, where there's her boss, I guess, in a sense, or the head of all of it, and they talk a little bit about how she gets into it, like, so the backstory, but they try and make you feel like there's a connection between the two of them, you know, and I think you're supposed to feel that connection. I did not. I didn't see it there. Just telling me, you know, these two know each other, you know, and there's a background, doesn't work. I've got to see it. I've got to feel it. Didn't happen in this case. But again, it's a comedy, so you know you don't want to have to go over the top. As far as the comedy goes, a couple of laughs here and there. Like I said, the first half of the movie was really a serious tone, and then you know there's more attempts later, and that were no laugh out loud moments. Actually, I will say the car ride, or the G-Wagon. I didn't realize that's a real thing, but the G-Wagon with the Mercedes. So if you do watch it, look for that scene. That scene made me laugh out loud as a family man, as a parent with kids and stuff like that. So if you're like that and you watch that scene, that made me enjoy the movie a little bit more. Just that scene alone. Otherwise, it was okay. Like I said, not crazy amounts of action. About 3 action scenes, I'll say. But so it's different in that note. But the rest of it, as I'm trying to think to give you more insight, is a little forgettable. Because I don't know. There's not a lot to it. It's a fun, as they say, popcorn flick. It's on Amazon Prime, so I'm not crushing this because I seriously do appreciate watching these 2 actors, and that was really it. In this, for free, essentially, on my TV, and it was enjoyable, so I'm weighing that into it. Like, if I paid money to go to this, it's not a movie I would pay money to go to the theater. I don't really do that often anyway, so that's not relevant here. But anyway, seeing Kaley Cuoco as an assassin is kind of fun. I liked whatever is his David Oyelowo or whatever his name is. I think his name in the movie was David. That's why I keep thinking that's his actual name in real life, but I don't remember if that's what it was. It could be. It is. Okay, it is. And so his name was David. So there you go. All right, that's it. And it's funny because now it ended, and now Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the TV show, kind of is on there. But I don't know. There's not much else to tell on this one. Sorry I couldn't be more informative. But Amazon Prime, if you got it, you like action movies, you like assassin movies, you like Kaley Cuoco or David, you'll like this movie. But don't expect a lot. Just sit back and have fun. And wait for that scene if you're a family person. All right, that's it. I don't know. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.